All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Bowie High School, how you doing, man? This is Mark Arcusa, and I'm here with my guest today, Jamil Morrow, Bowie High's own Yokozuna, if you will, the 215-pound 2024 state champion. Welcome. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you in the flesh. So, got a couple questions for you, man. I know, it's been quite the journey for you and stuff, and just wanted to take a minute to kind of get to know you a little bit and let the student body get to know you some. So we've been talking about you for months. The scholar, the former Sumo, the undefeated 37-0 wrestler. Let's start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about baby Jamil and how you came up and where you're from and your upbringing.
Okay. Well, I was raised in Japan since when I was 2 because I was born in England, then moved to Japan from there.
Okay.
My grandparents were farmers, so whatever food we had, it was really fresh, and I could eat whenever. So I had the nutrients. I was really, really raised right. Other than that, I was just energetic, really, really energetic.
Okay.
Causing chaos in class sometimes, but
Yeah. Kids will be kids, right?
My dad was in the military. He retired 24 years, and we stationed there for a bit. That's when I was born. Came back, stationed there a little bit more. So, about that time period when I was 2 years old.
What's the big difference in life in Japan versus here?
Oh, man, the people are different, of course, culture-wise. The food is different. I mean, the quality and quantity is different. And
someplace I've always wanted to visit myself. So that's quite the story, man, quite the upbringing. And, I imagine it would be a lot different there. I mean, you always hear so much about the structure, and I always hear about how at sporting events that the fans clean up after themselves at events. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty interesting.
We try to bring it in Bowie and stuff. Try to tell the team.
Right.
And usually when my sister was a manager, we usually tell the team to clean up, and everyone used to say that Bowie cleans up for themselves, and they're the cleanest team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's happening? They listened?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They were listening.
Yeah. Way to go, man. We need you to be a teacher here. So talk about, we've talked a lot about your sumo training and you being an actual sumo wrestler. When did that start? How'd you get into it?
It started second grade when in the hallways, my granddad actually has pictures and awards on the hallway, and I keep looking at it every single time I pass by. I was really interested by it. You know, I asked my mom, "Hey mom, can I start sumo wrestling?" Because just out of interest. She was worried at first, of course, and my grandpa was really, really encouraged about it.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started. It went really, really well. By the time I was in 8th grade, I go to nationals. I did my best performance and get 5th in nationals.
Wow.
So and
nationals, is it like a true nationals? It's kids from all over the world?
Yes, it's like that. I mean, in Japan.
Yeah.
For national-wise.
Sure.
And that was just all of middle school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. The kind of stuff you hear about on TV, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
So I've never actually known, is it Amazumo? Is that how you say it? Amazumo? An amateur sumo?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the right term?
That's how they say it.
I looked that up on Wikipedia. So never actually met a real sumo wrestler, so I'm honored. I did some wrestling, too. I was 1987's Prince George's County JV heavyweight champion. So that's nothing quite like what you did. So I admire you. I never had the work ethic that you had, especially at a young age. I just, America, just hey, do what makes you feel good. So that's pretty awesome to hear somebody with your commitment. Next, do you play any other sports?
I used to do track in middle school. I mean, just for fun, of course. I wanted to do shot put.
Okay.
The reason is because I thought shot put would make me stronger on the off season of sumo wrestling or whatever, and I thought that would help in sumo wrestling. So and I also did basketball for fun, of course.
Okay.
But for all of those purposes were just so I could be better at sumo wrestling or wrestling.
Sure.
My explosiveness and strength, stuff like that.
Have you ever done like any MMA or any other martial arts or anything like that at
My
all?
dad did.
Yeah.
He did like MMA, karate,
Okay.
stuff like that. So he would teach me stuff, but because I was so big that he thought, well, you're not going to be in a fight or whatever. You don't really need it.
Yeah.
That's why he never told me at a young age, but he started teaching me more as I started wrestling.
Okay. Yeah, but back in the day, I went to Friendly High School in PG County.
Okay.
You know that school probably. My nickname back then was Sumo. It was big like that. So that's very admirable, man. It's an honor to meet you. Can you kind of talk me through the championship round, and like, was there a time like when you doubted yourself, or are you pretty confident with it or anything? Did anybody really challenge you? And you can be honest. If it was easy, you could say it was easy.
I had a mindset that I would win the championship.
Yeah.
Of course, I live up to the Smart Fast Physical, of course. Coach Dave and Coach Shamari always says to me about don't give any points up, like give 1 point before 2, 2 before 5, 5 before a pin, of course.
Okay.
And so just making the right choices is what I would go for. And I'm really, really great at neutral when it comes to like the positions and stuff.
Right.
So I would play the takedown game, try to not let taken down, and that's how I got to the almost 80 takedowns.
And
Giving
never
up to
being taken.
Yeah.
That's a pretty amazing stat.
Just all fundamentals, of course. And my toughest match would be my semis.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the most technical for sure. And
Where was he from?
he was from, I want to say Blair.
Okay. Like they say, you can't really get better if you don't have somebody pushing you all the time. So that's pretty amazing. So what's next for you? Like, are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
Oh, you're only a junior. Oh, wow. So do you have your eyes on any programs that you want to go to? Do you want to stay in the States? Go back to Japan? What are your plans?
Well, every summer I go back to Japan, help out my grandparents and house stuff. So meanwhile, I'll be doing freestyle at a high school close to my house, and I'll be training there, of course, doing my own training and helping the younger kids in sumo wrestling. That's going to help me out, of course. And when I get back, I'll probably still be doing more off-season tournaments and practices, of course.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to start bulking sooner or later. So
are you? So you're looking to go up in class?
No.
Or you want to stay 215?
I'll stay 215.
Okay.
It's actually better that way because college there is no 215 and it's only 197 or heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'd rather cut down to 197. It's, I wouldn't say easier weight class, but
well, typically it is.
Typically,
from what I know about wrestling, and when I wrestled, if you could be heavyweight size but then lose weight and go down to, I think the next one down when I was in high school was 180.
180, yeah.
Or something like that, right?
It's,
that's still the case.
I think it's 184 now.
Oh, 184, yeah. And I mean, guys who usually do that are, they end up dominating, so they're stronger.
So, yeah, that's my plan, just bulking up a little bit, cutting down to 97 in college, and, I mean, dominating 215 next year.
And then where do you have your eye on for college?
For college, I would say somewhere close.
Yeah. Or
close enough. I really have appreciation to my mom, of course. If it wasn't for her, I would slack off. She takes up a lot in my wrestling career and sumo career. She pushed my limits, of course. When I wanted to slack off, she never let me.
Yeah.
Tough love at its finest.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'd assume I would do better if there was some kind of support.
Right.
Just guaranteed around my area. So, like Penn State, 3 hours away. Like, that's close enough for me.
And Penn State's got a rich history of wrestlers. I
A
mean,
rich
anywhere
history.
up in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
you know, it's a big priority there. One last question for you. So, you know, now they're the Las Vegas Raiders, okay? But they used to be the Oakland Raiders, the football NFL team.
Yeah.
So they have this mantra or this slogan called commitment to excellence. So what does commitment to excellence mean to you?
It's just word for word. Commitment. That's all you need. Dedication.
I'm a big pro wrestling fan. I love that stuff. And you know who Kurt Angle is, I'm sure. You know who that is?
If I see him.
He was a legit wrestler. He won the gold medal in the 1996 Olympics.
Okay.
And then he eventually ended up going to the WWF at the time. And then his whole thing was, I won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck is his thing that he would always say. And he was a bad guy.
Okay.
And he always talked about the 3 I's, integrity, intensity, and intelligence,
right.
I believe is what they are. So similar stuff.
Yeah.
But, okay, man. Well, I just want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Coming to sit down with me, and good luck to you. I'm so glad to hear that you're only a junior. I thought we were getting ready to just kind of see you off on your way so we get to come check you out and watch you dominate for another year.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So, okay, let me hit my button here. Yeah, so that's it for the Arcusa interview, first edition with Jamil Morrow. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you later.